It's me, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. It's Monday night, and this is Twisted Stitches. Thank you so much for being here. He did it again. He made me laugh just before the show. He did it again. Don't tickle me. How are you all? I'm so glad you're joining us for our last show of 2020. Can you believe it? Boy, pretty soon we're going to be able to say hindsight is 2020. Aha! Look at that. The Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl made a joke. I know. I'm not much of a joker. But yeah. Oh, never mind. Don't give me a thumbs down, Paul Meyer. That's not nice. So do we have some folks on the show with us yet tonight, or are they all sleepyheads?
Yeah, we got quite a few people on the show, actually. We do.
Hi, everybody.
Nancy McClellan Ball. Hi from West Hartford.
Hi, Nancy.
I wonder if she knows Michael Arkin.
I don't know if she knows Michael Arkin. Just because they live in the same town doesn't mean they know each other. Oh, good Lord.
Donna Nahajlo. Hi, and waving emoji. Judy Rondo Snitkin. Hi, Paul and Paulette. Or actually, Paulette and Paul.
Well, thank you.
She's local.
She is local.
Yeah.
And she knows Nancy McClellan.
Whoa.
Isn't it amazing?
Kelly Epsom Richards. Good evening, everyone. And Kathleen Bray. Hi from Happy, California.
Yes,
Kathleen Bray. Kelly Kohlhofer says hello with an exclamation point.
No emojis?
No.
No.
Gloria Hamilthys, hello from Spring, Texas.
Hello, Gloria.
Carolyn Noller, hello, everyone.
Hi, Carolyn. It's good. We were chatting just yesterday, Carolyn. We got some new yarn coming your way soon. Yep. Life is good. Life is good here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. So a couple of things that we're going to talk about tonight. I thought I would start off with our newest knit along. You know, we just finished our knit along. As a matter of fact, we have someone finishing. Is it all done, or are they still?
I got to bind off.
I got to bind off.
It's Jenzy.
Hey! Look at Jenzy's shoes. Whoa, ruby slippers.
If I go like this, they send me home.
You better put on your sunglasses, because those babies will light you up.
So, Jan, show everybody. Can you hold it up?
Hang on, I want to drop my stitches
at the end.
Oh my goodness!
Look at it. Another
Whoa.
of our deja vu capes.
Whoa,
Yeah,
nice work,
Jan
Janzy.
Jan is what I call one of my long friend. So she had to, she had to add some rows.
I had to add a bunch of rows and an extra section at the bottom.
Yeah, she actually put an extra section at the bottom, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's all, and everybody kind of does their own thing. So this was mine. And because I am not a long person, I am a very short person, I didn't have to add any rows to mine. And if you go to Nitty Gritty Yarn Group, you will see all the different projects that the folks are working on. So we've had a lot of fun working on this knit along, and the new knit along starts January 16th, I believe, and we are going to be knitting this beautiful golden hour shawl designed by Andrea Mowry. So that's going to be the new project. We'll meet again twice each week on Wednesday evenings and Saturday mornings, Eastern time, 7 p.m. and 10 a.m. So we've got I think it's 10 a.m. I have to check to be sure, but I think that's it. So those are the two times we'll meet. You can come as many or as few as works for you. All the different colors are already up on the website. And Paul, let's just show them.
Where do they sign up, Nitty Gritty?
Hold on a minute. Hold on. We're using these lovely yarns by Mirasol. This is Hooney. It's a fabulous worsted weight wool. And it holds up so beautifully. I wanted to use this for the stitch definition and the quality of the project, the integrity of the project. So if you go to nittygrittyyarngirl.com and you put in January Chill Buster into the search bar, you will find our knit along.
All righty, we've got to get caught up on a couple of comments.
Okay.
Jeff Grill says, hi, guys.
Hi, Jeff.
Anna Maria Milani, hello from Wallingford this time.
Oh, you're in Wallingford. You're such a jet setter all over Connecticut.
Susan Lucas, hi from snowy Vermont, Prohibition Pigland. A lady after my own heart. Diane Caracello Carmichael, hello. And Carolyn Wood, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Well, we should have had noisemakers. I didn't even think of
We
it.
got Paul.
Good one, Chad.
Hey.
I got nothing.
Wow, now there's a switch.
Anna Maria Milani says, hi, Jen. Sue Libby Cook, hi from Tennessee. And Anna Maria Milani says, Jen, I really like your colors. I wonder if she's talking about the shoes. And our friend Darren Showers from the Cape says, hello and shared.
Yes, I saw that, Darren.
Jeff Grill, yeah. Kitsy Demaray
Yay,
from
Kitsy!
Portland, New York. Yay!
Kitsy
Yay!
time. Okay, folks, Kitsy.
Go ahead, do the dance. Do the dance.
No, well, you don't move. I have to move.
Sorry.
So Kitsy, I can't tell you how excited I am that you are on the show with us tonight. You're watching the show. You have had a tough time there with COVID, and I am so grateful that you are watching, and we can tell you all how much we love you, and we're so excited that you're back. Yay, yay. And I have a question. Is your son still here? Because I want Paul to say something to him in Dutch.
Ooh. Rochelle Worth Price. Oh, Gina Bates says hi.
Hi, Gina.
Whoa, Gina's on time. Gina's our late pupil. Rochelle Worth Price says hi. And Jillian Goldridge, hi from Hamden.
Well, thank you, everyone. It sounds like we've got a full house here, and I'm so excited to have you all. So let's see. I want to make sure that we don't forget something. Okay, Paul, what else is going on?
Pamela Rose Atkins,
Hey,
who makes a mean dessert, by the way. Happy New Year, everyone. Feel better, Kitsy.
Kitsy. And Kitsy, hopefully you'll be able to, you'll feel up to knitting again real soon. You can finish up your project from the knit along, because Kitsy was one of our participants, and that's how I know. It's like all of a sudden, well, where's Kitsy? She's not around.
Kitsy Demaray says, so glad to be back. Yes, he is, but he is upstairs. Well, get him downstairs. And Gina Bates says, football started, so I knew the show was up. LOL.
Yeah, she watches us instead of Monday Night Football.
Nice.
Nice. I like that. I like when we take over Monday Night Football time.
We like that play.
We like that play. Look at you. So I also thought that,
Hold on. You got to catch that look.
that's Maddie's look. That's like my mom would ever always make that face. My mom and Paul were like thick as thieves. And every time I'd do something that they thought was a little crazy, because
Which
they
happened often, by the
was.
way.
The two of them would look at each other, and my mother would just go, and Paul would go. But that's the kind of life we had here. So I wanted to talk with you a few minutes about a few of my favorite things. Those were a few of my favorite projects this year. And it wasn't easy to go around the room in the studio here and to choose a few of my favorite things, because so many of them were just so special this year. The yarns that we use, the patterns, everything just worked out so perfectly. It's so many times. And, we all have those projects that we start and we go, oh, I'm not so sure I'm going to like this when it's done. But these are my absolute favorites. So I'm going to show those to you. And I'm going to start actually with
Kitsy Demaray. Paul, can you send a message to Carl and I will show it to him? Unfortunately, not anything I would put in writing.
We'll get you later, Kitsy. No problem.
Helen Solenberger, hi. I am watching you and have the football game on too, since Buffalo Bill's playing.
Okay, well, you know what? If you can do both, I'm proud of you. Good for you. You just enjoy the show here. So my deja vu, I think this is probably one of the most enjoyable projects that I worked on. I really did like the variety of stitches in this. I love the yarn the Hario Fine and the Mirasol Nuna, just absolutely fabulous fibers to work with. And I think it was somebody said, I'm trying to think of who the heck it was the other day, and I know who it is because I see her face in front of me, but I can't remember her name now. Amy was saying that it's like wearing a feather, like wearing a whisper, and that's what it is. This was one of my favorite things this year.
Jiff Grill says me too.
For all the controversy over pocket shawls, I really loved working on my pocket shawl. And though it wasn't a difficult piece, I enjoyed working with the Fulu yarn. I loved the cable work in it. I learned a new way to make a pocket. So, there were so many great things about this shawl, including some hair that's on it. And this is just another one of my favorite things this year. Meet Me at Midnight. Love this. Meet Me at Midnight. I had my eye on this shawl for a long time. And I didn't personally knit this one. Pam knit this. But it's exactly what I had hoped for. And I just think it shows the design work shows up so beautifully with the silky wool. The colors were very complementary to the design. Really very, very nice. So that's another favorite.
Gina Bates says, I'm trying to get to that pocket shawl. And Kitsy Demaray, I am working on my pocket shawl.
Well, good. Excellent. Excellent.
And Donna Nahajlo, working on my Meet Me at Midnight now.
And my last one that I chose, I mean, there could have been so many, but I had to stop because they would have all been my favorite projects. And this was the Devon shawl. And I think, and I guess it's probably, it's no secret how much I love the projects that I'm showing you because I use them all to demonstrate so many times. This one I loved. Actually, the working with Coastline by Jody Long is really fantastic. I really liked it. I like the way he writes his patterns. I like the way he designs, and I like the way the projects come out. So I'm looking forward to doing more with that. With this, we've got new colors for Coastline coming in next year, and so lots of fun. This one was a great project to work on. What are you smiling at, Mister?
Donna Nahajlo, Paul, you are on fire tonight.
Yeah, well, I'm going to cool him down really fast, honey, so don't worry about it, Paul.
Don't encourage the camera guy.
Your lights are going to go out soon.
And Brenda Dixon Berger, love the Meet Me at Midnight.
Yeah. So did you all have whoops, sorry, Ben. Did you all have a favorite? Was there something that I mean, you all were just so supportive all year long with so many things that we showed and that we that you liked and purchased, but were there some things that even if you didn't get like, wish someday I'd like to make a this or a that. I haven't done that one. Jan today decided she loved the Alessa. Mm-hmm. She walked in and she's like, whoa, how did I not ever see that one? And this is knitted with Fulu. Great little top. I love the way it fits. It's just so comfortable and casual. It's a great jeans sweater. Just, it sits nice on the waistline, and it sometimes, that sweater can cut you right in the wrong place. It's either too long or too short. This kind of sits really nice. So Jen, that means that you probably want to make it a little bit longer.
Yep. Which in this case, because it's side to side, wider.
That's true. That would wind up being wider because you're going to need a wider border.
Correct.
On the bottom. Yeah, because that's knitted side to side.
I love you, Paul.
Yeah. Jan said, "You're not going to put me on camera tonight, right?" And so,
oh yeah.
Now that doesn't work.
Famous last words.
So yeah, we have a lot of fun on the show, and we've got we got a special treat for you tonight because I took all the names, I did all the sharing. The names are in the sharing bucket from before the show, and actually from the last couple of times that we went live, because every time we go live, I follow up and put all the names in the sharing bucket. And those of you who are sharing and are sharing privately, just remember, we can't see if you share privately. You got to put your share on public so that we can see. And then we're able to pull a name out of our, get your name in the sharing bucket. What's that, Paul?
Otherwise, it's like putting a billboard in the middle of the woods where nobody can see it.
Well, sort of. Not really. So, wow. I think Paul needs a new writer. I think you need a new writer, Paul. You're on fire tonight.
Or less caffeine.
That's it. No more caffeine before the show. That's it. No more coffee. When you tell me to walk this way so you can sip your coffee, the answer is going to be no, I'm not going to move. And if I don't move, you can't move. I gotcha.
No
Okay.
use can't move.
So no use can't move. So let's speaking of the sharing bucket, I think it's time for us to pull a name. And so we're going to do that now. And then I'm going to tell you what we're going to do later.
Hey,
What?
why don't we have Janzi pull the name?
We could. But if she pulls her own name, she has to put it back.
That's no problem.
And don't pull a camera guy and pull out 3 at a time.
Yeah, did you see that, Dave? He pulled 3 names out at once because they were all jumbled together. What?
He's clever.
He's clever. Yeah, he's clever. I'm broke. Whoa.
Whoa. Pick that up.
Man
Oh,
down.
man down. Wow,
Okay.
that was a close one.
So we're keeping the show light tonight. You might have noticed. We're just gonna, I've got some stuff I want to share with you, and we're keeping it nice and light in the meantime. All right, Miss Jancy. Nothing up your sleeve?
Nope.
Oh, it's a name it's an early name. I know the early names because they're on the heavier paper.
Before you went broke.
Cheryl Collins.
Cheryl Collins. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Cheryl. Thank you so much for being a fan of Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. Please make sure that we have your contact information so that we can send you your free yarn. Okay?
Yay.
Yay. Good. But we're not done yet because earlier today, we did a little quick live and I asked you to sum up 2020 in book title. And many of you shared your book titles. When I was quite impressed with all the names we got. And I thought, what the heck? Why not put those names in their very own sharing bucket?
Whoa.
And just for tonight, at the end of the show or before the end of the show, we will pull one name. So, Paul, is somebody saying something?
Linda Witt Sims. I love my sunburst shawl from the Noro Silk Garden book.
Yes, I remember when you purchased that. That's great. I'm glad you like that. That was a fun project.
And Anita Stoll says fun.
Yep, it is fun. So we're in a few minutes. We're gonna pull those because I'm gonna read all the different book titles to you. But the purpose of this was for me to share with you my favorite book and the title of the book and the actual book. But before we do that, when you get to a year end, it's kind of a time for introspective and just kind of looking inside yourself and looking back at the year and saying, what happened this year? And so much has happened at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, not just at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, not just to me individually, but to the business as well. And so I wanted to, and I know that I've thanked you all several times, and I'll say it again, without you all, we wouldn't have anybody to talk to every week. We'd be talking here to ourselves. But, there are other people behind the scenes. When you all watch the show every week, the business is like an iceberg. And when the customer sees the business, they see the tip of the iceberg. But there's so much more to what happens to making the business run, to what happens below the water, beneath the surface, and that foundation that keeps that tip of the iceberg standing. So I just want to take a few minutes, if you'll let me, bear with me, while I thank a few really special people that have helped us to hold things together this year. And, you know, it's when you look at Twisted Stitches, you see the laughs and the studio and the projects, and bear with me, I don't want to miss anything here. You see the guests, you see the yarn, you even see Ben and Oreo, but you don't see the things behind the scenes. So a business is only as good as the products it offers and the service that it delivers. And my yarn guys, Jeff and Jim, you guys are fantastic. Without you, I wouldn't have known when I started my business what kinds of yarns to even have here, much less what would work and what wouldn't. And I've learned so much from both of you. So I can, not enough can be said about you guys. When I need something, all I've got to do is send a text, and before I know it, I'm seeing that it's being shipped from the distributor, which takes me to Sion. Sion, there is not the owner of the Lord of Knitting Fever and Euro Yarns. You and your team are to be commended. You are a model for customer service. I just, from the folks, you know, you got Jessica and Gina and Samantha and all the people behind the scenes that make sure our trunk shows are great. Our retreats are well stocked. The projects go out on time. The yarn is delivered when it's supposed to. Everybody plays a role in what happens here. And you are the ones who ensure that we have happy customers on our end. And we appreciate that. Jeff Denicky, you've been on the show, you've pitched in at trunk shows, and you've introduced me to the fine folks who make me look good every week. Cornelia Tuttle Hamilton and Susan Gibbs and Jody Long, all these folks who I am working with to see every day. Whitney Terrell. Whitney, you've pitched in and helped us with trunk shows, and it's not even your area that you work in. Everybody is here. Carla Scott for our trunk shows at our Noro trunk shows. It's just been an amazing time working with all of you. It's, you know, you have all helped us to go in the direction that we wanted to travel this year, and we appreciate that. To my own, I have my very own elves on my shelf. I have Jan and Pam. I have my elves, Jan and Pam.
Elf on the shelf. That's a new one for me.
You are the elves on my shelf. Pam and Jan, both of you, your ideas, your talent, and your nimble fingers are just surpassed only by your amazing friendship. So thank you for that.
You're
and
so welcome.
Oh, it's a pleasure. You know, Jan and I were friends before Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl started, and we've been like attached at the hip nearly since the day we met, and it's been wonderful. And then along this year comes Pam, another new friend in my life, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so blessed with such wonderful people and supportive folks who believe in my business. And then Paul, there's you. Truly though, I have to read this because you are my crazy when I want sane. You are my smile when I want to frown. You've learned to speak when my head is down and needles are in my hand. But most of all, don't you shake. You are my collaborator. Without your input, Twisted Stitches would not exist. I wouldn't have a studio. There would be no videos, and we would not have created the audience that we did. So to you, I thank you, even though you make me crazy. So let's sum up 2020 in some of those book titles. I'll read what you sent, and then I'm going to read you mine. We had titles from Contagion, Upside Down World. I love this one was Jan's, Where the Wild Things Are. Wishing and Hoping by Wally Lamb. The Splendid and the Vile by Eric Larson. Gone with the Wind. Things I Didn't Know I Love. This was an interesting one. We Were the Lucky Ones. Interesting, right? I mean, there are many who were not lucky, and we were the lucky ones. The sun also rises. Yeah, we kind of thought it was a gloomy sun, a gloomy years, but the sun also rises. I like this one of my favorite movies, Clear and Present Danger. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Forever Odd, Dean Koontz. The Twilight Zone. Unbelievable. This one was a cool one. A Series of Unforgettable Events. I think that was all of them. So there's one more, but I'm going to save that one because it helps me to lead into my next segue. So let's thank you all for sharing your book titles with us. And Paul, the cameraman, just get to it. There are 20 of them in there. Okay. Someone is going to win this lovely skein of Yusha. Susan Meek for her entry of Gone with the Wind. Thank you everyone for cooperating and for participating, I should say. We really do appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. You know, we like to know that you're watching and that you're paying attention, and what a great way to get your attention. And it was a lot of fun to do this. I had a great time reading these things. But so someone, actually an old friend of mine, not old meaning very old in age, but you know, as we get older, old gets older. Somebody said, oh, the places you won't go. And I thought, oh, that's an interesting play. And then Faith said, the worst of times can sometimes bring the most joy. And my favorite book that describes 2020 and so many other parts of my life, but my favorite book for 2020 is Oh, the Places You'll Go. Because when we thought things were going to go in one direction, and when it did for so many people, you know, you have to look at what is in front of you and what is within your power. And I was very fortunate. My daughter gave this book to me back in 2004. And because there were some things in my life that were changing at that time. And it kind of sat on a shelf for a long time. And I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to the fact that it was there. And then last year, Jan's mom passed. And Jan's mom was a librarian. And she had asked that this book be read at her memorial service. So Jan very kindly asked me to read it. And when I read it, I thought, my goodness, there's a message in this book for everyone. So I'm going to ask, Paul, are there any comments?
There are.
Okay, so I'm going to ask Paul to read the comments now, because when we're done with these comments, I'm going to read this book, and I'd love for all of you to just kind of enjoy the story and look inside yourself and see a piece of you that's in this book and recognize, oh, the places you'll go. So Paul, tell me about these.
Jeff Grill did the heart emoji. Lila Foster, hello, all my beautiful friends. Thank you for all you do to keep me supplied with things that keep me happy. Pamela Rose Atkins, you are so welcome. Thank you for letting me a part of this wonderful knitting party. Jackie Vandenberg, one very good thing about 2020, I found Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl.
Oh, how sweet are you?
And Kathleen Bray says, congrats to Sue.
Perfect. Well, that's great. So what? I did. Paul's making sure I thank Jody Long, and Jody, yes, I did thank you because I heard me say it. I made sure I did. There are so many people thinking, if I forgot someone, please just let me know I forgot you and I'll be sure to recognize you. It's hard to remember everyone. But let me, we're not gonna turn off the comments. Feel free to put comments in there. I will respond to them after the show because I really want to close out 2020 with the celebration of Oh, the Places You'll Go. Okay, here we go. By Dr. Seuss. It's my book. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what to do. And you are the guy who'll decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Didn't we find that out this summer? Out there, things can happen and frequently do, as to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew, just go right along. You'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar the high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump. And the chances are then that you'll end in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're darked. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you should go, turn left and right, or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite, or go round and back and sneak in from behind. Simple, it's not. I'm afraid you'll find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start into race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, for a most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting. Waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for the wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig of curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of a guy. Oh, the places you'll go. There's fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win because you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not. Alone will be something. You'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go though the weather is foul. On you will go through your enemy's prowl. On you will go, though the hawk and crawls crowl. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you will hike far, and face up to your problems wherever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Buxbaum or Bixby or Bray, or Mordecai Alley Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We love you here at Twisted Stitches.